roles have you got yourself a home playoff, finishing fourth? Never in doubt, was it?
Well, I think it was in doubt right until the last minute, wasn't it? But I think that roller coaster has been ridden for a couple of months now. It's been very tight, as everybody knows, throughout the season. So it's a tremendous achievement from our players to nail the fourth spot. So very, very happy about that.
Just on a serious note, before we talk about what's to come, obviously you put a lot of debutantes out, a lot of reserve players on Thursday night. How proud were you of the way they got stuck in?
Oh, really pleased, really proud of the youngsters and the senior players, because I thought the senior players really approached the week with a lot of enthusiasm and really enjoyed themselves, and that showed in the performance. And I thought the youngsters carried the badge brilliantly. I thought, you know, the way they competed for everything, you know, was fantastic, and probably more often than not, it was the technical aspects that undid them in the end, on edges in particular. So I was very, very proud of the whole team, to be honest, which is a bizarre statement in such a one-sided scoreline, but I just think it's one of them games where it was a little bit different.
Written off at the beginning of the season, as it always seems to be. It sort of seems to be kind of throughout the year, just a quiet confidence amongst your squad going about your business and knocking off the results.
Yeah, we're written off because clearly I think we spend the second least after London, so the bookies aren't really that much of a genius to put us second favourites for second last at that, you know, because they go off the facts and the figures. Budget, no infrastructure, no pathway. However, we've still got a talented bunch of players, and as we always say, with a little bit of luck, everybody needs a little bit of luck regarding injuries to key players, etc. Then when we've got our full team out, you know, we have a lot of fun, we back ourselves. There's a fair bit of experience and quality within that team as well. So yeah, we've managed to get ourselves in a healthy spot, and we're delighted with that. We don't do it to prove anybody wrong. We just enjoy the experience and the journey's got us to fourth.
You mentioned experience and quality in your squad. Obviously, a couple of members in the dream team. How big have they been for you guys?
Oh, brilliant! And I announced it to the whole team on Saturday, and I guess one thing that is evident within our group is how delighted all the rest of the lads were for the two participants in the dream team. You know, Nenny and Sneedy. Everybody was delighted for them and super proud of them. So I think they deserve the spots. As any coach would say, you know, we'd probably champion some other players as well, but to be recognised for consistently good performances throughout the years is a huge accolade for both them boys. And like I said before, on behalf of all our group, we're very proud of them.
Leigh coming up in the playoffs, already obviously a bit of rivalry between the two sides. It always seems to be a really entertaining game when you guys play each other. What's going to win that game on Friday night?
Well, it's obviously going to be tight. It's playoff rugby now, isn't it? And Leigh have been in fantastic form, so you know, it's quite interesting. There's 5 Lancashire clubs now in the playoffs, and so there's rivalry on everywhere you look, really. So I think the match-up with us and Leigh and Saints and Warrington is fantastic. But yeah, obviously Leigh, they're a very aggressive side, and you know, really good with the ball as well. So both sides. So yeah, we're going to have to be tough. We're going to have to be switched on for the full 80. And as always in playoffs, I think completion, possession, territory, and execution will be vitally important. And there's contributing factors to all them what I just mentioned, and mainly through what you do defensively. So it's going to have to be a complete performance. We're coming against a very, very good side.
You came extremely close when you got yourself into this position 2 years ago to reaching that grand final. Have you looked at any of that kind of process at all, how you went about that to kind of learn from it and put yourselves in a better position?
I mean, we always learn from all our experiences, and I'll be honest, I don't think we did much wrong in our preparation for the Saints game 2 years ago. So what we've done is we've been consistent in how we prepare week in, week out. We're quite a chilled group. And we've kept it the same manner, so we've not get overly excited. You don't want to play the game in your head 6 days, 7 days before the actual game itself. So yeah, we'll approach it chilled, but there's certainly a healthy focus, and you know, everybody's determined to put the best foot forward. And like I said before, we need to be very good.
You've got some real leaders in the squad, different types of leaders as well. Your Callum Watkins, your Mark Sneed, your Ryan Rileys. How important will those characters be in the next kind of week or so?
Yeah, they'll need to lead in terms of how we prepare. They'll need to lead in terms of getting the right message across, probably from our skipper himself. He's a fine example of how to prepare well on and off the field, away from the club and at the club, and so people follow his lead. But I've got no doubts that Cal will always do the right thing, and people will follow. And then you know, obviously you've got your more technical players, like I said, like you just mentioned, Ryan and Sneedy and Jaden Nikarima as well in the spine. Who'll prepare meticulously and look at ways that maybe we can unlock this Leigh defence that's been so resilient and so good over the last 10 weeks or so. So yeah, we've got enough people in our team to get us where we need to be.
Best of luck, mate.
Thank you.